Hello, my name is Sneha Khilay. I'm a 1080 coach, and my session this afternoon is going to be focusing on managing remote teams. In terms of managing remote teams, there are four categories for consideration. One is how adaptive are you to individuals' needs and the team needs? How effectively do you communicate? How do you develop trust within your team? And the last one is about you lead by example and being a good role model. How do the team currently interact is a good question to ask. Are resources in place? Do you put in place conference calls, video chats, instant messages, and one-to-one contacts? The flip side to all of that is there are real concerns about your team members not knowing when to unplug from work. There's also computer fatigue. In some instances, team members working at home may feel lonely. They may feel hemmed in because they've got smaller space to work from, and their distractions at home with family members, with pets, will affect their productivity. And about not having the structure office can have a knock-on impact on staying focused and motivated. It's about what relationships do you have with individuals in your team, and this is a good time to cultivate and develop your relationship so that you are in touch on a regular basis. It's also about how will working from home change that? Do you have to take a step away and emphasize trust that what they're going to produce is going to be sufficient under the circumstances that we're all under? And what support does your team require from you? And the support is individual support as well as the collective support from the team. And consider the resistance factor from your team members. Are they using language patterns like, this is boring, this is tedious, I wish I was back in the office, I don't know what to do with my time? And if those are some of the resistant factors, that's the time when you may want to give them some more support and some more one-to-one attention. So some pointers for consideration. Create a robust network of support amongst your team members, and that could be encouraging team building through regular contact, having lunch together once a week where you don't talk about work, but just a general catch up, which is what you would do at home, at work generally anyway. Coffee catch up every other day, one-to-one meetings, happy hour on Thursdays, coffee roulette where you meet somebody that you wouldn't, that you haven't interacted with before and have a coffee with them, some quizzes. In one instance, people were sharing their Spotify playlist, and that gave a good understanding about person's interest. Set clear-cut boundaries, guidelines, and provide regular updates. And this is a frame within the frame of communicate, communicate, communicate. You might want to reconsider the meeting structure. Can meetings be shorter? Do you need to invite everybody to every meeting when some of your participants in the meeting are just sitting there in silence, possibly thinking to themselves, what am I doing here? Manage your expectations and adapt, respond to individuals' needs and circumstances. Some may be feeling vulnerable, and some may be too distracted with some of the homeschooling that they are having to manage as well, and provide support to them in that instance. Give a clear message of being accessible, ensure regular and frequent check-ins, prioritize one-to-ones, and when you do have the regular frequent check-ins, have telephone conversations as well as video conversations, because that's when you can assess how they're doing. Are they wearing the same t-shirt that they've been wearing for 4 days? Are they looking paler? Are they kind of looking very tired? Are they talking about headaches? And in that instance, some more support may be relevant. And finally, it's important to communicate effectively and clearly. Reflect on your responses and emotions. Ensure that you get support for yourself. Pay attention to employees' emotions, what is and isn't said. Acknowledge and appreciate that we're all working under uncertain circumstances at the moment, and actively seek feedback. Actively ask your team members what isn't working and what is working, and then follow up with the feedback. Thank you for your time.